people, from what we're telling them, Mr. Boyman Line Jazz back again with another reaction. Right now, we've got Logic Fire in the booth. Now, it's been a mad week, not gonna lie. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't film. I did that on purpose because I had a busy week, so I planned to not film then. Then I decided to start filming tomorrow, which was Friday. I hop on, and then the app that I use on my desktop on my camera just wasn't working. I don't know why. It just wasn't working because it connects through the same Wi-Fi. It was on the same Wi-Fi, but it just wasn't working. So then I spent the whole day trying to fix that problem and then test the old app that I normally use at night, and all of a sudden it works when the whole day is gone. So here I am, you know what I mean? It's a long thing, but not gonna lie, I've been quite unlucky, blood. And then today I woke up at like 3 o'clock when it's already dark, blood. So it's just a long thing, people, not gonna lie. I feel like this is all what I'm supposed to react to, blood. This is all what I'm supposed to react to right now. I don't think it's gonna happen, blood. And I was looking forward to pretty much everything on this list right now, you get me? But I can't do it. I think I'm gonna do the Akala, Fire in the Booth, the Mike Ratchet, and the English Frank, and the Chip Feeling, and then leave it there, because off the low-key Fire in the Booth, I got requested a lot of things, blood. You know what I mean, fam? A lot of things with a lot of people that I haven't heard. So I'm basically going from what was requested first all the way to the top, you get me? So it's fair, but it's gonna take me you know what I mean, a few days to get to react to everything, and hopefully I don't wake up at 3 o'clock again, you get me? And I also have another busy week next week as well, so I'm only going to be able to record at the end of the week as well. So it's all a long thing right now. I can't believe yesterday was wasted like that, man. I had everything planned and then it just, yeah, I got thrown off course. But I appreciate the support though, you know what I mean, off the low-key Fire in the Booth, the interactions, the subs, blood, you know what I mean, the likes, all of the shebang, blood, you know what I mean? Your boy appreciates it, you get me? And I'm trying to keep up the consistency, blood, you get me, blood, because I've been like left like a gap. But yeah, we're back though, you know what I mean? We're back. We're gonna get into this Logic Fire in the Booth. Should buy a man like Jazz. Let's see what he's gonna say, bro.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And everything's like 5 decades old, blood, what people ask me to react to as well, blood. But yeah.
People's Army, logical. No, let's go. It's fire. Okay, let's warm up for you.
I see the beads as well. I'm liking the beat, I'm liking the vibe.
Let's go. People's Army, salute me, I salute you right back, yeah?
It sounds like some hip-hop-ish, fam.
You see? Because ever since I started this, I always put my heart in it.
Standard.
I might have to change my name, call me the arsonist. People that know, they know. But the people that don't know are probably never ever gonna know. It's my destiny to blow fire, trying to get the roads higher. The other things we might desire. See, fire means lighting up your energy, and fire makes a fan out of your enemy. It's undeniable. See, fire means lighting up your energy, and fire makes a fan out of your enemy. It's undeniable. And our DJ can bring the fire to sloth. Show them fire can burst the doors right open.
Standard.
Serious stuff, fam. It's not a joke. Never getting roped in. I don't just spit, fam. I throw my soul in. I'm verbally challenged, yeah, but I
And that's what everyone's got to do when they rap, because those are the tracks that always come out different when you put your soul into the music. But when you put your soul into anything you're doing, that's positive, blood, always comes out 10 times better, blood, you get me? Just like me right now with the YouTube thing, fam. Side story, blood. Better people were telling me to do it before, blood, but my heart wasn't in it, my soul wasn't in it. Now that I've, you know what I mean, a year down the line, fam, I do wish I started earlier, but back then my heart wasn't in it, blood. Now it is, blood. Now I'm really, you know what I mean, really longevity, consistency, all of that's gonna be there, you get me, fam?
Rappers can't spit to my fire. Give me the mic, cause all the garbage that I hear is boring. Certain open mics, I'm sitting in the corner over snoring. I'm yawning. Understand what fire is. My writing paddock caught a light while I was writing this. Call me a messiah, a truth.
Just imagine if that was actually real, blood. Like someone was such a wordsmith that when they're writing it, the pen just caught. Imagine that. Imagine that, fam. That would be a mad thing, fam.
What fire is. My writing paddock caught a light while I was writing this. Call me a messiah, a truth teller. I'm not a liar. Call me a supplier. I get it in. I'm not a buyer. Consumerism. Money makes my brothers wanna choose a prison. I try and help, but they don't choose to listen.
Wait. Let me hear that again.
Money teller, I'm not a liar. Call me a supplier. I get it in.
I'm not a buyer.
Consumerism. Money makes my brothers wanna choose a prison. I try and help, but they don't choose to listen. That's the album title, so I plug it. Listen and love love it. Listen and love it, yeah, yeah. You know I gotta plug it, cause the money that I've spent has gotta come in. Look, I'm on a budget, I'm official. A hard act to follow, I'm a missile, not easy, I'm a riddle.
Yeah.
Little Brickyville, little did you know
Wait, because it's getting bare dark now, yeah. I need to see if you man can still see me. Wait, let me do something. Alright. Wait a minute, is that my jacket, blood? Oh, my jacket, fam. My reflective jacket, blood, is just ruining the hook too. Wait, let me get it down. Oh! You can still see it. How's that? Is that better? The camera might be too bright still, fam. Alright, we're gonna rock out with it, blood. I'm gonna rock out with it, blood. I feel like I look like a, not gonna lie, I feel like I look like a batty man. I look like a bit of a female right now for this light, fam. Is what it is though, blood. We move, blood, yo. Is what it is, we move.
Middleman who don't bring that. I'm a different breed, cut up from a different cloth. You don't care but me, I don't give a. I don't wanna floss. Keep your diamonds. And I ain't gonna give my little change to any boss. See, nobody's the boss of me except my mother and whoever watches over me. See, jeez. Look, that's some London slang. It's kinda the same as goddamn I'm fire. I'm not a liar, only ever state facts. I used to shop little pennies in a bait flat, but that was way
Standard. Standard. Also, blood, shout out to Graph, blood, because I can't remember which challenge it was from. Where he basically, where he had the live orchestra backing him, blood, and he was chatting about why he's so positive from that issue right there, blood. That was probably his best performance. No cut, blood, bars and everything, blood, the way energy, blood, you know what I mean, blood, the way he used the floor, blood, hard, fam. Shout out Graph, man. That guy's a different, man, different.
I'm positive, I'm shouting out PA. I'm a different type of rapper that will never change. Soon, fam, I won't even have to get a plane. Travel across lands, fam, using my brain. Never spat a word that's a lie. Never have I ever claimed to be a murderous type. And I don't believe that murder is right.
Standard.
They terrorize the place that I'm living. So my people hit the roads and go straight back to prison. And the media are shaping the children. They glamorize the gang violence with movies promoting the killing. It's all crazy, mad.
But just like D-Live said, but on the Rap Game UK, blood, the media, the way they do things, it's like an undermining thing that people don't realize. So if you don't talk about it, people ain't gonna realize it, blood. You get me, blood? But it puts things in your face, blood, certain images, blood, and it's like you don't even realize. That's why I don't watch mainstream TV. And my youth probably don't watch mainstream TV because it will probably be 10 times worse when they're born. You get me? Just stick to whatever you want to watch. Whatever I want to watch, I watch. Whether it's YouTube, whether I go onto Popcorn Time and some illegal app, blood, and like watch some movies and that is what I want to watch. You know what I mean? For me, I'm gonna force me to watch anything or advertisements now. Blood. Allow it, blood. You ain't doing that. Standard.
Wow! Impressive. That's why this guy is the general of the People's Army. Let's do this. That's bad.
Calm down and talk to them a bit more.
I know you gonna dig this.
Salute me, I salute you back as always, yeah?
Standard. I need a higher chair, but I keep saying this, fam. Honestly.
People's Army. Low keys beat, by the way. Salute my brother always.
Trust me, blood.
Listen.
Get him!
Cause I know that I'm getting paid later. Last night I sat and I spoke with the creator. He told me to come through. And don't sell myself for the music to make people love you. I said, I hear that, fam, but it's hard. He said, it's all relative. And tell me, what do you mean hard? He said, hard is a man-made term for a man-made emotion. Then to the sound of my phone,
Never heard of that before, but that's true, blood.
said, hard
Yo.
is a man-made term for a man-made emotion. Then to the sound
One time, man.
hard. He He said, hard is a man-made term for a man-made emotion. Then to the sound of my phone,
Some man-made
I woke
excuse,
up.
fam.
Woke up knowing my life I was devoting to help other people out and keep hoping. I know I gotta stop the drinking and the smoking stuff, but it is hard. I'm stressed out by the thought of ID cards. People's army, I think it's time we march and make a real stand. I make a better future for the little miss and the little man. My little brother got expelled from school, he had beef, so we carried a blame him. Cause at the same time, even when I preached to him that it was bad, I probably would have done the same thing. My other brother's still hustling to get through. What can I say really when that's what I do? My little sister's too pretty for these little youths. I get scared when I think what they're going through. Sometimes I wish I was young so I could right wrongs. Instead of gallivanting, I'd sit and write songs. They're saying that I can't regret anything I've done. I never lose faith for where it is I'm coming from. Another dead son, so we got another vex mum. Searching for a reason, but she gets none. I told her youths to stay headstrong. I know it's hard, but
That's what I'm saying, blood. When you dies from this road-ish, blood, there's not really a reason, blood. Because if you look at the bigger picture of things, like, you basically died for no reason, realistically, if you think about it, blood. You get me, blood. Obviously, it's deep and thing, but when you look at the bigger picture, I mean, you look at the deeper meaning, you pretty much died for nothing, blood. You get me, blood.
faithful where it didn't right.
So it come for hard for the people that don't understand the, you know what I mean, blood, the lifestyle and all of that, blood, blah, blah, blah.
Songs. They're saying that I can't regret anything I've done. I never lose faith for where it is I'm coming from. Another dead son, so we got another vex mum. Searching for a reason, but she gets none. I told her youths to stay headstrong. I know it's hard, but all we need to, yeah. I don't know everything and never will I claim to know what our purpose is and what we really need to grow. But I do know we're dying for a common cause, a global word that is well known. War. I've been to Africa and seen a grown man on the floor, disabled to the point I couldn't look anymore. A real beggar in a real state of poverty. But he prays every day, so he knows that there's gotta be another life where he can live like a strong man. And the ownership of Africa, it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Western palms, buying and destroying people just to trade arms. And someone tell me why Africa is just surviving. He prays every day, so he knows that there's gotta be another life where he can live like a strong man. And the ownership of Africa, it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Western palms, buying and destroying people just to trade arms. And someone tell me why Africa is just surviving. The whole land was a resource, plus they got diamonds. You used to be able to run your hand through the sand and get a handful of diamonds, yeah, understand. Man.
I read that last part right there, the way he put that from, yeah.
That was emotional, brother.
y'all. Fatality.
Making me drop a tear in that.
Last words right there.
A big sound of a big
Wow.
You done know.
bad boy.
Going
The beat is gonna go to.
Getting me heated, yeah, you getting me heated? Vibes thing now.
Shout out Egyptian, man.
People's army, salute, I salute you right back, yeah? Where am I going with this? Listen. I wanna shout out the pioneers, Scheme and Big P, DJ Skits and Rodney P, Bionic, Skinny Man and Roots Maneuver and Black Bang, London Posse a Million, Dan, John D, and Pesky, Maestro, Rebel MC, Blade and Hijack and Mark B. For Life Cypher and Task Force, I salute you and every pioneer that helped us to come through. Salute you for making this possible. You paved the way for us and for that we owe a lot to you. See, I was born in 82. I researched the history of hip-hop before I read Sun Tzu. Herc the originator. First it was the DJ breaks, the rapping comes later. And like anything, it got corrupted by the paper.
Wagwan, fam. Oh my days, fam. Connect. What's going on today, bro? Like honestly, blood. Wagwan, fam.
But I carry the essence, fam, I like man on
Wait. My headphones unplugged, bro. Alright, we're back.
the minute that they got signed to the majors, but I carry the essence, fam, a lie, man, I'll never lose. First it was the DJ breaks, the rapping comes later. I like anything, it got corrupted by the paper. The minute that it got signed to the majors, but I carry the essence, fam, a lie, man, I'll never lose it. Hip hop, yeah, it's more than music. It's a culture, a way of life. It's like I pray when I write, fam, I worship it day and night. Our Father, bless my...
Hey, bro, you know what? There's never been a time, there's never been one time in all my time doing this show that I've stopped someone in the middle of a freestyle and said, come again, you gotta come again with...
So Logic was the first, but I keep that in mind, fam. Logic was the first. Alright.
I've stopped someone in the middle of a freestyle and said, come
Mad
again,
thing.
you gotta come again with...
Mad thing.
Exclusive. Yeah. Exclusive. One extra.
Give me that again, man.
My brother Charlie Sloth. Salute.
Mad love, bro.
Alright. Yeah, I wanna shout out the pioneers, Scheme and Big P, DJ Skits and Rodney P, Bionic, Skinny Man and Roots Maneuver and Black Twang, London Posse, A Million Dan, John Z D, and Pesky, Maestro, Rebel MC, Blade and Hijack and Mark B. For Life Cypher and Task Force, I salute you and every pioneer that helps us to come through. I salute you for making this possible, you paved the way for us and for that we owe a lot to you. See, I was born in 82, I researched the history of hip hop before I read Sun Tzu. Cool Herc was the originator.
Hey, truly though, blood. Let's everyone just take a minute, fam. You know what I mean? Tom, everyone take a minute, blood. I know different races, different religions are watching this, blood. Let's just take a minute, blood, to appreciate the people that actually made certain things happen and certain things possible, blood, and made our lives better, blood, through what they did, through the struggle they went through, blood, and we can carry on the torch, fam. You get me, blood? Let's just take a minute, fam. Yeah, man. That felt good, blood. You get me, blood. Some people say, "Oh, that's cringe, blood. What's this guy doing, fam?" But trust me, blood. Just take a minute, blood. Sit down, fam. You know what I mean, fam. And really think of, you know what I mean, the people, you know what I mean, your people that came before you, blood. Your history, blood. You know what I mean, how your people may have came about, fam. How you may have got here to where you are today. How your parents got here, blood. You know what I mean, and just appreciate, blood. Appreciate what people in the past have done for you, blood. People that didn't even know you, blood, but saw a vision, blood, and saw it through, blood, because they wanted their people in the future to have a better life. You get me, blood? So just take a minute, blood, and just think about that, fam, because it is a mausoleum, blood. People's what do you call it? People's culture and people's history, blood. It's a mausoleum, fam. No cap.
You paved the way for us and for that we owe a lot to you. See, I was born in 82. I researched the history of hip hop before I read Sun Tzu. Cool Herc was the originator. First it was the DJ breaks, the rapping comes later. I like anything, it gets corrupted by the paper. The minute that it got signed to the majors, but I carry the essence, fam, a lie, man, I'll never lose it. Hip hop, yeah, it's more than music. It's a culture, a way of life. It's like I pray when I write, fam, I worship it day and night.
Trust me.
Father, bless my microphone. Real hip hop, it starts at home. You see, home is where the art is. So leave my heart alone to rot it. Don't let me start this. I'm not your average, I'm not established. But wherever I go, I'm not having it. I see a mic and I'm grabbing it. I'll shout for the army to come and start attacking it. Eradication of the whatless. You'll never see me posing in the picture like a model, half naked, topless. And even if I never make it, any deal where I've got to sell out to what I feel, believe me, fam, take it. Shove it where the sun don't shine. I do mine, fam, I do me. I like fish and chips, yeah, I hate sushi. I don't appreciate the women that move loosely, so who's he? I'm a star, a quarter Irish, a quarter Nigerian, and the rest is yard. I'm not your average. Everything I say is from a. You see, cause I can spit a metaphor that could beat up all of this rap click. Most man have so the public don't notice. They buy into the ocus pocus, braggadocious. They buy into the 50s overs like locusts. They run into the shop and they buy the CD, nice and easy. From the fake phony forward to glamorize the greasy, and they're always getting plugged on the TV. They're Mason nights. They're always doing what the Masons like. Create the hype. Spit about the stuff that they expect us to. Whatever happened to the check 1 2, the real MCs. Now it's all text and food. They rap empty. Basically neglect our roots. Smoke to forget the truth. I'm in the belly of the vegetables, not the belly of the beast, mate. The belly where we all wanna eat great. He's real, he's fake, empty. Basically neglect our roots. Smoke to to forget the truth. I'm in the belly of the vegetables, not the belly of the beast, mate. The belly where we all wanna eat great. He's real, he's fake, who cares? I study myself, measure my steps, treasure my wealth from the spawn of an intelligent girl, a real angel. The type wherever you fell, they will save you. Friends are there until you're rich, they will hate you. Despise a man's progress, but me I give 1,000,000%. Fam, no less, you're gonna get your money's worth. But it all depends what your money's worth. Drugs are illegal, but we all know that money's worse. Me I rarely despise a man's progress, but me I give 1,000,000%. Fam, no less, you're gonna get your money's worth. But it all depends what your money's worth. Drugs are illegal, but we all know that money's worse. Me I rarely spit out a funny word. It's serious, fam. God's mad and he's in earth with a beer in his hand and he's saying the people that I made can't be trusted. The men are chasing money and the women are getting flustered by the man who's got the most though. I think it's time I put a hole in the ozone. Burn the raps, except for one man, cause he deserves to rap. The logical one, I burn a track, expose Illuminati, worshipping the obia. You can't see the faces in the photograph, cause we all know their past. Family tree, we're bloodsuckers. Vampires born and raised in me, I can't eat my bread without butter, cause I used to have a bad lisp and I used to stutter, stumbling to utter a word, but I practiced and made enough time to rehearse. Now I'm spitting out front words first with no gaps and changes. I've mastered the wordplay thing, rap for ages. Tell me if you want me to stop, I probably won't, but it's polite to ask. Yeah, I use it a lot. I'm leaving the maggots, I'm buying all my meat fresh, teaching people open that they see sense, following the weak trends created by the media, aimed at our defense. Before we get pounds, we need pence. Big up everyone from each end. I love different styles and flows and different accents. Real life put on a page, no reenacting another man's actual life. Everything I spit is factual. I give thanks to the Most High for the ability to physically write, mentally think, channel my thoughts. I ain't signed yet, nah, cause I cannot be bought. I done an ability to physically write, mentally think, channel my thoughts. I ain't signed yet, nah, cause I cannot be bought. I done crimes at this time.
Think cool. Hey, he ended that hella strong, blood. Hey, yo, people, that was your boy Manline Jazz reacting to Logic Fire in the booth. We had a little technical thing, blood, going on at the end there, blood. Out in the middle, should I say, blood. But it is what it is, but that right there, blood, this is what I'm saying, blood. I just like it when I get introduced to a certain rapper that has content in his music. You get me, blood? Because although I listen to not the mainstream, blood, I listen to, you know what I mean, blood, the urban music and that, fam, and sometimes it doesn't always have that message in there. It's always nice to come back to the bar thing, you get me, blood, and then go back to wherever you go back to whatever you're doing. But yeah, I like the message you send though, blood. But on the real though, do appreciate the people that came before you, blood. Because just think about it, like family business you may have, blood. Just think about how it got there, blood. The music grind, blood, you know what I mean, from the struggle that the OGs went through, blood, drill, blood, the what people are going through now, blood. In the future it's probably gonna be eased up a bit, you get me, blood, with all the police and all of that blah blah blah, blood. Black people's history, you get me, blood, how people came over here, blood. Same thing with Asians, blood, you know what I mean, blood. There's a history there, blood, there's a struggle there, blood, and just appreciate the people that did it for you so it can be easier for you today and you carry on the thing, blood, you get me. That's all I'm trying to say, blood. Yo, I think that rhymed, blood. I should become a rapper, blood, low key, blood. But anyway, blood, it's your boy Manline Jazz. Hope you enjoyed that one there. I ain't gonna waste too much time, God, because I gotta go react to another thing, you get me. But hope you man enjoyed that one there. What do I have left, fam? So I'm gonna try to do these three, blood. Micro Actress, English Frank, and Chip. Feeding myself, blood. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of it, blood. So people, in a bit, fam. Wait, now.
From what you heard, you know this a banger. Too many flavors, I'm a chimichanga. Wait for the sequel, cliffhanger. I got bangers on bangers on bangers. My punches hit hard like a hammer. I ain't an artist, I ain't a rapper. This just a hobby, spare time swagger. Walking the room like I'm a gangster. All eyes on me. Shout out Pat, get lit in the front, get lit in the back. Nick, neck, patty wet. You thought I fell off, psych, nah. You knew me for years, didn't know I had this. Never did I, it must be magic. Bang this out, make it a classic.